Welcome to Vegan on the Go, where I show you vegan eats around the world. Today, we are in Puebla, Mexico. And besides the town known for its beautiful churches and pottery, it has many vegan restaurants to explore. Let's go. The first restaurant in Puebla we visited is Vegan Inc. Vegan Inc. is a somewhat upscaled restaurant, serving Mexican dishes along with American-based cuisine. The first thing I ordered were these beautiful hotcakes. Although they were a little chewy, they were overall delicious. And the sweetness of the maple and strawberry syrup was complemented well with the cream on top of the pancakes. My friend was with me and she ordered a mollete, which is traditionally a piece of bolillo bread topped with refried beans, cheese, and salsa. My friend was generous enough to let me try some of her food, and I really enjoyed the dish, and so did she. As it was my first breakfast in Mexico, I decided to order a traditional Mexican dish, chilaquiles, which is a dish with fried tortilla, salsa, and cheese. Sometimes it is also topped with egg. Except this is all vegan and it was my favorite dish there. And then to top it off, my friend had a chocolate smoothie which she said was very refreshing. The next restaurant we went to was esTACOmo, quiere, which is a restaurant with lots of tacos and pizzas. I've never heard of Mexican pizza before, so I had to give it a shot. I ordered a half and half pizza. I got half mexicana, which includes chorizo, which is traditionally known as a pork sausage. It also came with beans, jalapenos, and onion. The second half of my pizza was pastor, and pastor is known as a meat dish which was inspired by Lebanese immigrants. It also had pineapple, onion, and cilantro. And I know some of you are going to think I'm weird for saying this, but this was seriously one of my favorite dishes in Mexico. The pizza was so scrumptious, and the cheese, which was homemade, literally melted right into my mouth. Meanwhile, my friend ordered a veggie burger, and she also got a dip called queso fundino, which is traditionally a dip with cheese and chorizo. And she said she really enjoyed her food. The next restaurant we explored was Rincon de Tacotlan. They had many types of tacos, and their menu alternates daily. I got 2 different tacos, and unfortunately, I wasn't a fan of the food, to be honest. The tortillas were grilled to the point of being tough and difficult to chew, and the mock meat was way too salty for me. However, my friend enjoyed her food that day and swears by this place. It is absolutely one of her favorite restaurants in Puebla. Also, the restaurant has mostly great reviews online, so do not be afraid to try it as my experience is the minority. However, I also did try some chocolate cake, and I'm glad I did, because I feel as if that helped me redeem my opinion about the restaurant. For me, the cake was very chocolatey and moist, and I wish I had some at this very moment. The last vegan restaurant we visited was in Cholula, a small town next door to Puebla. We went to a restaurant named Taco Station, which serves mostly tacos, but we did manage to also get a quesadilla. We started out with a quesadilla stuffed with carne, and it was absolutely delicious. I couldn't get enough of the cheese, and the owners told me that they make the cheese out of potatoes, which surprised me because the texture was gooey and it tasted very cheesy. And then I had 3 different tacos, which were all of the flavors they had for the day: enchilado, bistec, which is just steak, and milanesa, which is breaded meat. Overall, I thought the tacos were good. The milanesa taco had refried beans on it, and I felt as if the texture was odd to me, but overall, I really enjoyed my food and would eat there again. Also, the owners were sweet and welcoming, and it was my first dining experience ever in Mexico, and it won't be an experience I will ever forget. Thank you so much for watching Vegan on the Go. Be sure to tune in every other Friday for season 1 of the show to learn about different vegan eats around Mexico. Until next time, bye!